This is where I sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I can plan the whole day while I'm waiting for Tia. Her reason for being late is that, well, last week it was because she forgot the keys, and this week is because she had a heart-to-heart with a neighbour. And because he's coming to see the show, and that is also work-related. So that's her excuse. Do you think that's a good excuse? Tia is production, but I think from now on we have to call her post-production, because she's always late.
Say morning to Susie.
Morning.
You're not going to say good morning? Say morning. Good girl, sorry.
I haven't seen you for a little while. Give me a hug.
You're late, obviously.
Hello.
I'm sorry.
Hello,
It's
baby.
predictable, I know.
You okay?
I'm very tired.
You tired?
No makeup.
You okay?
I'm happy with
You
life.
looking forward to seeing
But I'm happy because we're going to do Humourisk.
Yay!
Esther's texted me.
Oh my God.
She can't come today or next week because she's got to go to her interpreting class.
Are you serious? She don't need to go to no interpreting class. Is she taking a piss? Come here today.
It's 10 now. We're going to be late.
How are we going to be late? We start at 11.
We want to film everyone coming in.
Ted's already there.
You're joking.
It's alright, it's not a big deal. He's got love for me. He knows that it's hard being me. So he expects us not to be there at this time, seeing as we're supposed to start at 11. It's not our fault they're all happy and enthusiastic and they like to come early.
I've actually started buying the stainless flat decks at home now. It's become more than a once a week exhibit. I know it's a slippery slope.
Weren't there no chairs around this table?
I'm putting out here. I'm exhausted.
What were you doing, Susie? Making yourself look good?
I was sorting the music out.
That's right. What music?
I was sorting
can't hear
the
any
music
music.
out.
What music? I can't hear any music.
The thing about Ted is that Ted, I think maybe you're just on stage just...
I think we should just make him think he's doing it because that's what he thinks he's doing.
Okay.
And that's it. So
Hello, my name's Joey. Thank you for watching. Humourisk. Well, it's about taking risks and being funny, I guess. Love it. I got involved because I think I might have seen it advertised, and I approached Susie because my passion is comedy and performance. It all sounds very serious, and I thought I'd like to be involved on a volunteering level. So and I've also done a lot of clown and a lot of physical comedy, even though this is a lot more stand-up. So I thought maybe I could come along, join in, do some exercises, help people with their performance, help highlight what they did that was funny, make sandwiches, drain the radiator.
It's about a comedian, and you have to make funny, making new sound, new writing about people funny, and like cartoon characters or people taking the mickey out of families.
There are people here from a wide variety of backgrounds. Some of them speak with regional accents. It's working class people, people that have probably never worked at all and might not work. People with disabilities. I think some people have criminal records. People from different ethnic groups. Probably mentioned the disabilities before, and I think what is really fantastic about the whole project is that because I'm here, all these people have now got a chance to meet and socialise with a middle class professional person like myself, and I can see that it's going to change their lives.
A physical journey. Essentially, I wake up at 7 a.m. I shower, breakfast, and prepare myself for departure at 10. Then I walk to the station, Willesden Green, Northwest 2, for anyone who's interested. if the tube is running, which frankly it isn't always on a Saturday, which always fills me with a little bit of panic, because if I'm even 15 minutes late, this lot shit themselves. But fortunately it was. I get on the train, Jubilee line to London Bridge. From London Bridge, I take the Northern line, 4 stops to Old Street, and from Old Street, after chatting to the homeless guy for 10 minutes, having a cigarette and stopping for a beer, I come to the Blue Hut in Hackney. My friend Philip Jonathan McVeigh, my press agent at Humourisk and at Synergy. He lives very close to Old Street, in fact, but he came down knowing I didn't have an Oyster card. I sold it. I'm not very good at saving money. And he came down to Willesden and he met me with a fully topped up Oyster card, which he paid £13 for. However, Humourisk does refund travel expenses now, so although it would have been from his personal budget, in this case it didn't have to be. However, interestingly, Phil kept his oyster in the same pocket as my new oyster, and when he swiped, it took all monies. So he's turned up at the station to tell me he's got this topped up oyster. I've gone through the barriers only for security to stop me and say, I don't have an Oyster card. What am I doing? Actually, I did, but I didn't know you can't keep 2 cards in the same wallet. So once we got that drama sorted out, Philip, in all his infinite wisdom, instead of taking the easy route, i.e. Wilson to London Bridge to Old Street, decided to go 3 stops on the Jubilee. We got out and then went on an overground train, which took, frankly, ages to come. Got out of the overground, got on a bus. Then we got out of the bus, I think at Borough, and got on a tube again. So all in all, what should have taken 45 minutes took me an hour and 45 minutes, £7 or not he'd spent on the oyster. But anyway, I'm glad to be back at Humourisk. We have a different and eclectic mix of performers this year. As usual, they're catering to, I won't say special needs, but I would say people who are struggling with issues in their lives, whether it be recovery, substance misuse, physical disability, or even mental. But having said that, most of the players here are just mental, and we don't really make distinctions.
Everyone is funny in their own way, and I think it's fun to work with them, because mind you, I'm the eldest one in the group. But I don't suppose they see me as the eldest one. But it's fun being with them. Because they don't judge you, they don't look at you funny or anything. They just act normal.
You can go against the rhythm of the music. It's very sporadic, there's a very clear beat.
Well, after a long and fruitless life, I found myself in the Oniton Hospital. I don't mind me sharing this, but they had mental health cases in there, which I turned out to be one of them, as Mr. Fisher, the eminent psychiatrist, confirmed to me. Well, I wasn't made for this. The stress is amazing. Every fibre in me is hurting, except for my wooden handles. In the flash of an eyebrow, I landed up in Susie's class. I was recommended here by my friend Ted. He's one of the chaps who was on my journey when we was on the, the in and out job, up and down job, you know. Picking up dog ends, smoking off empty cans of lager. That's about right, because I was on the old crack pipe then as well. Hello, Ted. I just wanted to know, have you got any objections to me telling that story about you, but in the park bench scene? You have? Oh, hard luck, I'm doing it anyway. I'll see you there, all right, boss? I'm just going to write down a few notes about it, okay? Well, and I remember walking around with a tinfoil hat on my head, which wasn't a fashion statement. It was to stop the messages getting in from outer space. And I can distinctly remember having an interesting journey where I took my TV down to Wood Lane, where the BBC headquarters are. Are we allowed to mention the BBC anyway? I just did, so it don't matter. And I told them to get this effing transmitter out. I'm fed up with being listened to. Anyway, I got on the bus the following day, and I was on the way to my sister's, because my sister always says, if you need any help, Phil, come and help me. What should happen on the bus? Now, bearing in mind I've had a serious mental breakdown, I saw my sister's next door neighbour, who's called Brenda, dressed in a sari, like an Indian woman on the bus. So I said to her, "Listen, Brenda, I've just got out of the nut house." She said, "Yeah, I know, your sister told me. What about it?" Now I said, as crazy as I am, I said, I couldn't be imagining that you're sitting there wearing a sari. Tell me you're not wearing a sari. She said, "Yeah, I am wearing a sari, Phil, because I've just got $4,000 to marry some Indian fella in the town hall. That's how it works out these days, you know what I mean? You've got to pick up to survive." And then I did get back to Humourisk. See, that's my mind, off on another trip, you see. And Susie just told us the truth. She says, "I'm going to write all these scripts for you. You can pretend that they're your own. You'll jump up in front of what they call an audience. Hopefully you'll get a few laughs. Ted can have a few beers. Bob's your uncle. We're in Humourisk."
I met Phil. I met Phil, and that was a little bit uncomfortable because it was at his stay in hospital, and he was wearing his metal hat, his tin hat, to stop the voices from the aliens. And he just started singing at me, which he does to most people, as you'll find. You know, if you're here this evening, he'll probably sing at you at some point. It's just what he does. And he informed me about Humourisk and that you could be funny there, which was something that I'm interested in, to be funny. So that's basically why I'm here. I'm not sure if it's working though, because I was here last year and I don't think the laugh quota has improved at all. So I think I'm going to be here for many years to come. So I'm just going to keep trying, keep writing, keep trying to be funny, and hopefully maybe I'll get a laugh this evening. If not, just humour me and just throw in a couple of cheeky ones just to keep me happy, and then I can keep coming back. Susie can keep getting funding, and I can get a bit of self-esteem.
Hello, my name's Linda. I've just joined Humourisk. Lovely, lots of people. Quite a nice place to work. And also there's quite a lot of diverse people here. Mind you, I'm the only Cockney. One of my journeys here a couple of weeks ago, because I've been dieting, all my underwear's got loose. So as I'm walking from the station to here, my knickers just dropped to the floor. I thought, oh my God, and I shouted up the high street, stepped out of them and put them in my pocket. These two women behind me thought it was hilarious.
Saturday, now I'm a bit late because I dropped my son to football.
I'm late as usual, just dropped my son at football. So I'm not going to have time to go and get my bacon butty. Never mind, I'll have something to eat at lunch.
I normally play my music in my car.
Let's drink to the hard-working people, and let's drink to the lonely of birth. Raise your glass to the good and the evil. Let's drink to the salt of the earth.
I'm normally dancing, well not dance, can't dance sitting down, but drive singing here.
I'm just on my way. I'm just on my way to Humourisk. Huh? The comedy thing.
Well, it's my time. I get to do me on a Saturday for 4 hours, and I'm not nobody else except Alison, and I get to just interact with people maybe I wouldn't normally interact with, and get to have a lot of laughter.
What am I going to do now? We're having chicken. I'm going to do the chicken that you like, the barbecue chicken. Alright then, bye.
It's really odd because I came here last year to watch the show, performance, and I really didn't know what to expect. Somebody who's taking part this year was taking part last year, and I came along to support him, and I just really liked the atmosphere, and I was in awe of the people getting up on stage because I thought it was really brave to do that, and I wanted to support Humourisk, so I met with Susie, and I thought, sod it, I'll come along myself. And I've got involved myself, and I'm just really pushing myself to hopefully perform. Yes, but that's not as easy as it looks. So that's been my journey, like an observer now to being part of it, which is sitting watching it last year. I didn't think to myself, oh, next year maybe I'll be up on stage.
My journey, it's an interesting one, that story. Usually on a Saturday, it's one of my difficult days amongst the whole 5-6 other days. I tend to struggle with trying to find something to wear to get to Humourisk. It's not that I'm trying very hard, it's just that I have a total meltdown on Saturday because I couldn't find anything to wear, and now all the clothes are on the floor on my bedroom because I couldn't find anything to wear. I sort of opened the cupboard, stood there for about an hour just looking at all my clothes and sobbing uncontrollably. And this is usually the Saturday thing, and then about an hour later I might just find something that I could possibly wear. So that would explain why most of the pictures that you see of me in Humourisk look the way they do. I obviously don't have enough clothes, and I certainly don't have enough time. The Humourisk journey, it's been a good one for me because now people actually find me funny and I don't have to cue them to laugh. They just laugh naturally, which is really nice.
Yeah, I reckon I'm here primarily because of my mum, who likes free stuff. Free stuff, preferably stuff you can pay her to do. And she worked out that there was something on that she could either get into for nothing or free, and it was the last Humourisk show. And because nobody will go anywhere with my mum, that's it's not true, but quite a lot of places that she wants to go to that she just wants to see, I end up going, and I get dragged to a lot of shocking shit, really, to be honest with you, that I just feel bad about not going to, because otherwise nobody will go with her. So I went to this thing. I'll sit down and watch this comedy thing with the people from wherever doing stuff, and I thought it was going to be really excruciating, and some of it was, but it was okay. It was okay. And I liked it. I thought, I'll try. This is okay. This doesn't look like it's got too much pressure attached to it. It's not scary. It's not competitive. We're just trying to pull something together that isn't genuinely embarrassing on a Saturday night that we can bring our friends to. That is quite amusing, hopefully. Hopefully hilarious. That's what we're aiming for. That will work.
My name is Maria, and I would like to tell you how my trip to Blue Hat was. I am suffering from depression from a long time ago, and to be honest with you, to come here it has given me a boost, and it has been helping me a lot. And with this, what I would like to tell you, please try to come and to do some comedy with us if you are depressed. At the beginning you will find it a little bit, I don't know if this is the right place for me, but let me tell you that it will help you. Just giving a go, giving a try. Okay? We will be here and everybody is very supportive, and I don't like to say I am very old, but I have been trying many things, and this is the best things I have ever tried. Please come along with us and to enjoy some comedy with us. Thank you.